A pixie cut was supposed to be the answer. Clean lines. Elegant. Easy. But something's off. Your face looks heavier. Or older. Or both. You blame yourself. You think you're the problem. Here's what nobody tells you. You're not. The cut is. A badly shaped pixie can add 5 to 8 years to your face in one sitting. Wrong length at the crown. Wrong angle at the nape. Wrong taper on the sides. These choices aren't subtle. They hit your face hard. I'm covering the 7 pixie mistakes I catch most often. The ones silently aging you while you think you're doing everything right. More importantly, I'm showing you exactly how to fix each one, so the next cut is finally the one that works. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and the best fixes for women over 50, so you get real results fast. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. I cover this every week. Part 1. The blunt, harsh edge. You got a fresh pixie cut, and the first thing you noticed was how sharp your face looked. Not sharp like defined. Sharp like harsh. Like angry. Like the edges of your face got pulled too tight. The problem is the blunt edge. When your stylist cuts a pixie with a completely blunt line. No feathering, no softening, no texture. Every single edge hits your face like a wall. Straight across the sides. Straight down the back. This style was designed for women in their 20s with dewy skin and architectural cheekbones that can handle those hard lines. Your face doesn't need architecture. It needs softness. It needs movement. It needs light to catch and play across the surface instead of landing in shadow. Here's what happens when you wear a blunt pixie. It creates shadow lines on your face that land exactly where you don't want them. Right along your jawline. Right down your neck. These shadows are supposed to be flattering on young skin with natural lift and definition. On mature skin, they actually emphasize softness and sagging you were hoping the cut would distract from. You spent weeks thinking you looked angry in photos. You weren't angry. The cut was. The aging effect here is real. A blunt pixie makes your skin look harder, which sounds good until you realize hard actually translates to older. Soft is younger. Soft catches light. Soft is forgiving. Blunt is not. So what's the actual fix? Your next pixie needs movement and texture built into every edge. This means feathering on the sides, not blunt lines. This means your stylist should use point cutting or scissor over comb to create layers that catch light instead of creating hard shadow. The back shouldn't be one straight line. It graduates slightly, meaning it's longer at your nape and shortens as it travels up toward your crown. The moment your stylist mentions sharp lines or clean edges, stop them. That language is a red flag. Instead, you want to hear soft, feathered, textured, and layered. These words mean your edges will work with your face instead of against it. There's one more detail that changes everything. The angle. A blunt pixie is cut straight and flat. A flattering pixie is cut with a subtle angle. The sides are fractionally longer than the back, which gives your face vertical lift instead of pressing it down. This tiny angle is the difference between, ugh, why do I look tired, and wait, I actually look like myself. Your stylist should know this instinctively. If they don't, find someone who does. When you book your next cut to fix this, bring a photo of a soft, feathered pixie, not a blunt one. Show your stylist exactly what you want. Be willing to use a light texture cream or pomade once it grows in. The texture is where the magic actually lives. You already know your face responds to softness. You've tested this with makeup, with fabrics you wear, with every choice you make about how you present yourself. A pixie is no different. Soft edges equal instantly more approachable, instantly less harsh, instantly more authentically you. There's another mistake that's actually even more common than this one. And it's the one making your entire face look flat. Part 2. The too short crown. There's a belief among stylists that a pixie has to be short on top. Really short. Like barely they're short. They think that's what makes a pixie a pixie. Those stylists are wrong. When your crown is cut too short, missing that tiny bit of length that gives you volume and lift, your entire face falls. Your forehead looks bigger. Your eye area looks sunken. And you suddenly look exhausted no matter how much sleep you got. I watched a woman in my salon last month. Gorgeous bone structure, perfect posture, and her stylist had cut her crown almost to the scalp. She kept saying I looked tired. She wasn't tired. She looked deflated. The crown is the architectural foundation of your entire face. You know this instinctively. You no longer hair pulls your features up. You know volume at the crown creates lift. Yet somehow when you sit in that salon chair for a pixie, the stylist talks you into removing all that length and you let them because you think that's what a pixie requires. It doesn't. A pixie that actually works for you has length at the crown. At least 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Sometimes 2 inches if you have fine hair that needs to look thick. This mistake ages you harder than you'd expect. A too short crown doesn't just make you look tired. It makes you look defeated. It flattens your whole energy. And the facial angle changes in a way that actually highlights sagging or softness along your jawline that would disappear if your crown had proper height and volume. Here's what your crown length should actually be. When your pixie is freshly cut, you should have enough length on top that you can use your fingers or a light texture cream to create volume and movement. If your crown is so short that it sits flat no matter what you do, it's too short. You should be able to style it back, style it forward, style it to the side, and it should have enough substance to hold that shape for hours. The fix is simple. Tell your stylist you want 1 to 1.5 inches minimum at the crown. Show them the length with your fingers. Some stylists will push back because they think that's not pixie enough. Ignore them. Your face is more important than their definition of a pixie. One more thing. Your crown length needs to work with your hair texture. If you have fine hair, you need slightly more length because fine hair needs volume to look full. If you have thick or wavy hair, you can work with a smidge less because your hair naturally creates fullness. But even then, you shouldn't go below 1 inch. That's the floor. Styling your pixie matters too. Once a week, use a light volumizing mousse or texture cream at the crown, blow dry with a round brush to create lift, and let it air dry or finish it with your fingers. This takes 90 seconds. It's the difference between looking flat and looking like you actually have height and dimension. The next mistake is one I see constantly, and it's about the sides. This is the one that makes your entire face look wider than it actually is. Part 3, the over-tapered sides. You know how a pixie is supposed to be close to your head on the sides? That's true. But there's a massive difference between close to your head and tapered so tight it looks like your head is a pear. An over-tapered pixie removes so much length on the sides and back that it creates a sharp taper that starts too high on your head. Instead of the taper beginning just below your ear, it starts right at your temple. This pulls the eye up, which makes your face look wider at the cheekbones and your jaw look heavier below. It's a visual trick that works against you. You want it to look polished and pulled together. Instead, you look severe. Here's the technical part. When your stylist tapers too aggressively and starts the taper too high, it breaks your face into uneven sections. Your cheekbones and temples feel exposed and magnified. Your jawline feels heavier below the taper line. And the whole effect is institutional, instead of elegant. You find yourself reaching for longer hair just to balance what the taper did to your proportions. The aging effect is immediate. Severe tapers actually make your face look tired and drawn. They remove softness. They create hard lines where you need softness. And they force your eye to read the proportions of your face in a way that highlights any heaviness in your jaw or chin that you were hoping the cut would de-emphasize. The fix is precision in where the taper begins and how gradually it's executed. Your taper should start right at the bottom of your ear, not before. And it should be graduated over at least 2 to 3 inches, not chopped all at once. A graduated taper means the length softly decreases as it moves down your neck, creating a shape that sits close to your head without that harsh demarcation line. Your stylist should also understand head shape. If you have a rounder face, the taper should be slightly longer to avoid pulling the eye upward. If you have an angular face, you have more flexibility. But even then, soften it. Don't go for the military-style zero fade. That's not elegant on any mature woman. When you book your next cut or fix, be very specific about this. Show your stylist a photo of a pixie with a soft, gradual taper. One that starts below the ear and graduates gently down your neck. Use the words graduated and soft. Avoid tight, sharp, or faded. Here's something else. The angle of the taper matters. It should angle slightly inward as it graduates down, following the natural contour of your head and neck. This is what a skilled stylist knows instinctively. If your stylist has to think about it, they might not be the right person for this cut. Maintenance matters too. A tapered pixie grows out fast and needs trims every 4 to 5 weeks to keep the taper looking intentional instead of sloppy. If you're not willing to commit to that maintenance schedule, you need a different cut. Don't blame the stylist if you can't keep up with it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to maintain. The next mistake is simpler, but it's devastating. This one is about length at the very back of your neck. Part 4, the too long nape. Okay, this is the mistake that happens because women are afraid. You've cut a pixie before. You know it's short. You want to make sure you have an escape route if it doesn't work. So you tell your stylist, leave it a little longer in the back. What you're actually doing is creating a mullet. A pixie needs to be short at the nape. Properly short. Not chin length. Not shoulder length. Short. If the back of your neck is longer than ½ an inch, it's not a pixie anymore. It's an awkward in-between style that reads as indecision. And on mature skin, it actually ages you because it looks uncertain. It looks like you didn't commit to the cut. It looks like you're already second-guessing yourself. Here's the thing about a real pixie. Confidence is part of the look. Your hair says something about what you're willing to commit to. When your nape is too long, it says you're not quite ready. You're testing it out. You're keeping your options open. And that reads in a way that undermines the entire cut. The aging effect is subtle but real. A too long nape makes the back of your neck look heavy. It creates bulk where you want refinement. And it unbalances the proportions of your head. Your crown might have lift and texture, but then the back is drooping with extra length. The overall effect is unfocused. It's like wearing a great top with a weird skirt. Your nape length should be this. Short enough that you can feel your neck. The hair at the back of your neck should be between 1/4 inch to ½ an inch long when the cut is fresh. As it grows out, it will get slightly longer, and you'll know it's time for a trim when you can no longer easily feel your skin. That's roughly 4 to 5 weeks of growth for most women. And here's the part nobody talks about. The nape is where texture matters the most. Because your nape is so short, the way it's cut determines whether it looks clean or choppy. Your stylist should use a taper, not a blunt line. The hair at your nape should be slightly shorter in the center, and gradually longer as it moves toward your ears. This creates a shape instead of a harsh line. Yes, go short at the nape. Yes, commit to it. And yes, you'll love it once you get over the initial shock of feeling so much of your neck again. That feeling is freedom. That feeling is a real pixie cut, not a compromise. The next mistake is about your hair itself, the texture and color you choose for this cut. And honestly, it's the one that makes the biggest difference in how the whole thing comes together. Part 5. The wrong texture and color. You cut a pixie. It looks terrible. You blame the cut. You spend 2 months regretting it. And then you realize the cut wasn't even the problem. Your hair texture and color were working against you the whole time. A pixie without the right texture looks flat and lifeless. A pixie without the right color looks washed out and old. These aren't small details. They're the difference between I look like myself but shorter, and I look tired and confused. Here's what matters. Pixies need movement. They need texture. If your hair is naturally straight and fine, a pixie can look limp and boring no matter how perfectly it's cut. If your hair is gray or white but dull and brassy, a pixie makes that dullness the focal point of your entire face because there's so little hair to distract from the color problem. Let's talk texture first. If your hair is naturally straight, you need your stylist to cut in movement using point cutting and layering. But you also need to style it with intention. Every morning, use a volumizing mousse or a texture spray. Use your fingers to create separation. Use a blow dryer with a diffuser if you're willing. These steps take 2 minutes. They're what transforms a flat pixie into one that actually works. Without texture, a pixie looks aging. With texture, it looks fresh. Now color. Your gray or white hair is either an asset or a liability depending on whether it's vibrant or dull. If your gray is dull, brassy, or yellowed, it makes your entire complexion look ashy. It ages you faster than the cut ever could. The fix is either a toner to neutralize the brass, or a subtle all-over color service that adds depth and shine. Don't go dark. Don't hide your gray. Just make your gray look alive. Here's something else. The relationship between your color, your skin, and your cut. If you have warm skin, cool gray might feel wrong. If you have cool skin, warm blonde gray might make you look ashy. Your color should complement your skin. When it does, your entire face looks healthier and younger, even without changing anything else. And texture is a daily choice. You can't cut texture if your hair won't hold it. So work with what you have. If your hair is too fine to hold waves, use styling products to create the illusion of texture. If your hair is too straight, use a texture spray and your fingers. If your hair is thick or wavy, you're blessed. Let your natural texture show. The color conversation matters too. If you decide to go for a subtle toning or color service, do it before your cut if possible, or do it right after. The timing doesn't matter. What matters is that your color looks intentional and vibrant, not dull or brassy. Honestly, here's what a pixie really requires. Commitment. Commitment to styling it. Commitment to maintaining it. Commitment to keeping your color fresh and vibrant. Commitment to the trims every 4 to 5 weeks. If you're willing to give it that, a pixie is the most elegant, confident, liberating cut you can choose. If you're not, choose something else. There's no shame in that. But if you're still here, if you're still thinking about it, if you're wondering whether you're brave enough, you already are. You're just remembering it now. You just learned the 7 mistakes that are quietly aging your pixie cut right now. And more than that, you know exactly how to fix each one, so your next cut is actually the one that transforms how you feel about yourself. You didn't just watch a video, you got your confidence back. Tell me in the comments, which of these mistakes were you making without even knowing it? Was it the blunt edges? The short crown? The over-tapered sides? I read every single comment, and I want to know which one hit hardest for you. Next time, we're diving into the one accessories mistake that's aging your entire look, and it's not what you'd expect. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I'll see you in the next one.